Okay, welcome back to the next part. So we left off where we are about to come along and do the timing for the second time. So it's about time we done it. Get that? Time for time? No? No. Okay, welcome back. So, the last time we left it off, we were buttoning up all the top end and doing all the gapping, which you know is done. So now it's time to time it for the second time. It's a lot of times, isn't it? About time we done this time. All right, let's check the timing on our intake to see where we are on degrees. All right, so let me go get the timer set up here. So I've done in previous videos is that, as you can see, I have a set for the intake, and I have it that it's going to open, and I'm going to see where it stops when it is fully open. So let's just have a look for now. So I'm going to zoom in our degree wheel. All right, it's pretty easy to follow. Simple system, 1 point, 1 pencil mark, always looking the same. In fact, it's actually easier to watch it through the phone here than it actually is for me to see with my own eye. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start bringing the engine around until the valve. So the valve is starting to open now. And let me see, hang on. We'll back up a bit. And we'll just see where we are when the gauge is open. So let's see where we are when it's fully open. So I have it on the spring to, again, to eliminate any discrepancy on the actual rocker. So it stops, we don't have to zero it out, but I'm going to anyway. Okay, so trying to set it as close to 0 as I can, right? I'm not worried about it. It just means that 0 is where it stops and it works its way back. So now, as usual, I'll bring the gauge along. I will stop at any point, any marker I want. I'll mark on the degree wheel. I'll continue on, go back to the exact same point, mark it on the degree wheel, and in between there is when this is fully open. Simple concept. Just getting it to stop on the same number can be the hard part. Okay, so I have it stopped on. See, I'm pretty happy that is literally 2 degrees before 0. So now let's go down all the way onto our degree wheel and see where we are. So when I move the camera, our degree wheel is telling us we are at, that looks like, I want to say 97.5, yeah? Agree on that, about 97.5. All right, so we're close to the 110, so close is not good enough though. All right, so let's continue on so we get back to the same marker. What's the chances of this being perfect first time? Rumble. But, so I've gone beyond. All right, so the important part is to go back beyond. So I get the strain in the chain. I don't lose the chain. Okay. And let's say that's back on the 2 again. Yeah, okay. Let's see where we are in the degree wheel. And down we go again. All right. On a degree wheel, if I line her up with a pencil, that looks like it's definitely in a half, so that's good. So it's 2 halves, so at least it's a number. And I'm looking at, what we say, 115, 116 and a half. So now we know it's opening. It's the lobe is basically, well, say the lobe, it's in between here. So it's not going to be 110, that's for sure. But we're going to see where we end up. So we're looking at, we know there's 10 degrees here. We're looking at 10 degrees, 11, 12, and then it's the half. So we'll say 12, right? So 10 degrees, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 is before this half as well. So I'm going to basically go 8 degrees difference. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in reality we are at fully open. We're at 105.5 degrees. So I need to find 5.5 degrees. Is that possible by taking the lag out? We'll see. We'll see what we can do. So how do we do that? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen the studs here. And I'm going to start moving the chain. And how I'll know if it moved is if I come back up here. If I move it and it's still exactly at the 2, well then I know I've taken some lag out of the chain. So I'll go as far as I can. Will I get 4 degrees? Maybe. Maybe you'll only get 2. So if we only get 2 degrees, what can happen? Well then, the only thing I can do is move the chain one link and see what happens. But it's going to be so close. I think the link, I measured it before. Each link is worth about 8 degrees. So like I'll be too far beyond. But I'm going to try this and then I'm going to remeasure it again to see, just to be sure. So obviously I'm going to do this a few times. Oh no, it's the wrong size socket on it. Go get my half. I thought the right one on it. No, not the wrong size either. Move everything around. Alright, let me see how we get on here. So now I've loosened off the nuts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some pressure on the wheel. And I've gone a bit. And just keep barely moving. Alright, starting to move. So I've taken pretty much the lag out of it. Now, because I tightened it, I might have put the lag back into the chain, so I might have to hold it still to get that back out. So that's why if I try it again, I'm going to have to do it again. So for now, I'm going to have to clear the markings on this and redo it. Okay, so let's go back and do it again. So I'm going to go all the way up. So it's just because I tightened it, it's just it moved, and I might have put a bit of slack in the chain. So let's try get it and see if we can get it the exact same 2. just, oh, I think I'm a fraction off there. If I look at it, I'm just on the white line. Now it's going to be hard probably to get it to that, so just in case, I'm going to go back. I'd rather be on the line, just. Zoom in, and like I said, it's easier to look at it on the phone than it is to actually stick my eye on it. I'll let it settle down, and I would say we are pretty much smack on. All right, so let's see if we end up with a different front number. So this will give you an idea straight away how far we've actually moved. Because the first one I think we were on, I'm not sure what number we were on actually. I can't even remember. I only just done it and I forgot. So we're on 100 and that looks like smack on 102 if you ask me. Alright, let's go back up again, back up top. Said you could do this 3 or 4 times just to play around with it and see. I'm gonna have to do it at least one more time because I moved the chain. I seen the sprocket move when I was tightening it, so see where we are. It doesn't make a difference as long as I end up on 110, that's the goal. Now, where would you say? We say we're bang on? Or we're a tad out, aren't we? That could be half a degree for all we know. Okay, alright. I think I'm happy there. Yeah. How long am I going to go near without going off? Alright, back down. First floor. Let's see where we're at. So if I do that, I want to say we are. That looks like. It actually almost looks like it's a half, but I think it's 1, 2, 3. I think it's 123. I'm gonna go with 123. Alright. So again, we know we're looking at the number straight away. It's not going to be 110 because midway it looks like I've gone beyond 110. So which is good because if I've gone beyond it, then I can slack it back and meet it, which means I know I can get smack on. So let's count again. So we know we have 10 in between. We have 11, 12, 13 to the line. 10 plus 5, 18, 19, 20, 21. All right, what a horrible number. So 21, we're looking at 11, well, 10 and a half. All right, so let's go 10 anyway. So from there, it will bring us up to 112. So right now, we're at 112 degrees. Now, I'm actually pretty happy with that because I know that the lag, you can see the difference. So that lag I took out the chain took me, what, how many degrees? 5, 7, 9 degrees just from the lag in the chain. 9 degrees. That's a huge difference. All right. So now we want to do the opposite. So now I have to find 2 degrees. So what I have to do here, which is odd, is I have to loosen it and actually bring it back. So I want to find 110. So I have to basically go back pretty much 2 degrees. So what we'll have to do is where I'm at now, I'm going to have to just turn it until it lines up at pretty much 221, then tighten it again, and then hope that that will bring it to the 110. If that makes any sense. So let's loosen it. And let's bring it back to 2 degrees. Uh-oh. I've gone a bit too much. I don't like that, I've gone too far. Because I just took the strain out of it. So I'm going to bring it forward a bit. Right, so just bring it forward a bit. And I'm going to tighten it. So I'll do the same again. Like I said, this is part of it, so I'm going to try hold it and make sure it. Alright. Isn't this a fun game? Alright, back up top again. Alright, so I'm gonna bring it to the 2. Again, I should have counted how many degrees was the difference. Sorry, I'm just not going to fraction beyond. Yeah, so I'm going to bring it back. I'm not happy with that. I can pick a different number if I want. It doesn't make a difference. If I keep it on the same one, then I can see where I'm going in the way of the difference. So I think I'm hairline. Oh, that's so close. But do you know what? I'll leave it at for now. I'll see. Back down to our degree wheel. Like again, let's see where we are. And now I'm on. What would you say there? That looks like 101. Yeah, looks like 101 to me. So, if this is perfect, the next one should be, by right, ideally, 119. Or, yeah, 119 would be dead in the middle, wouldn't it? Because if you go 10, to get to that, I have to add on 9. So I have to add on 9, so 119 is where I'm looking at. So if it's beyond there, I have to come back again. So, back up again. Oh, and I think I've gone a fraction the opposite direction. It's pretty much bang on, but like that little discrepancy the first time. So, oh, we're a little still off. So, according to this, we are, I'd say, a half there. So we're getting closer, because now if we look at it, we've 10, 19, we've 20 and a half. 20 and a half, so we go 10 and a half. 10 will bring us to here. So ideally we're pretty much at as close to 111 as we can get. We're so close, but not perfect. Like that's, oh no, it's in between. Like even if you argue that was on 122, which it's not, we're close. I had to find 1 degree here. Gosh. Okay. Let me see if I found 1 degree there. Okay. It's going to be so close. Now, if I end up, don't get me wrong, if I end up on not over 9, like 9.5 or 10.5, and I haven't got to 11, I'm okay with that. It's not precision. Like, don't get me wrong, if you want to keep doing this, then I can keep going to smack on 110. But alright, let's go upstairs again. Hopefully this is the last time. I'm pretty confident about this one. Good start because I'm on the money there. Okay. Now, so we're at 1 the last time. So like, let's see where we're at this time. Ha! That was going to be funny. I think that is, it's pretty much 101. Yeah, closer to 101 than the 100.5. So we'll say 101 again. Yeah. I know, it's not, yeah, I'll say 101. Okay. I have a funny feeling I'm going to end up in the exact same spot again, even though I thought I found a degree. I'm only zooming in to show you where I am and to show you I'm not cheating. To say that, oh, this short, stop the dial indicator short so I can make it look like I'm on it. And we're on. I think we're in this. I'm pretty sure I'm in the exact same spot. I think didn't move. So I'm going to say that's 21.5. So again, we have 10, 10.5. So 10 pushes us to here. And then it's the same thing. So it hasn't moved. So one more time, what do you think? I know you're getting fed up watching this. Maybe I have to go a little, maybe every time I tighten I add a degree, so. What I'm gonna do is, if it was on 120.5, I'm gonna bring it back to 120 if I can. Oop. Gone a bit too far. Okay, I'm stopping at 120 there. I know, you think, well, just bring it back to 120 and see if it works. Because obviously there's about an 11-degree discrepancy with the chain. But also it can depend which way the chain is facing. Sorry, my hand's in the way. It can depend which, what I'm saying is, if it makes any sense, is that the chain might move depending on if I'm on which side of the strain is on. So, all right, last time. I kid you not, last time. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to play around with myself until I get it. I will find that 1 degree. Okay. Again, zoom in to show you where I am. So there's no cheating. Come on, be on. I wanted to actually be on 100 this time. Dun 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 dun. Oh 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 oh. That that looks like 100. Would you agree? That's like 100. Could be only a half a degree out here. All right. Make sure I get this right. Uh-oh, I think have I gone a tiny bit beyond? No, no, it looks okay. My eyes make it look like I just fractioned it out. All right, and we are looking at. Oh, do you believe that? I am. I'm half a degree out. You joke me. Because I'm at 121. No way! That puts me at 110 and a half. No way. That's pretty close. So, I will continue with that. I'll probably try another 1 or 2 times to see if I can get it onto the 110. Yeah, tea's arriving. No, it's okay. Come on in. Come on in. My tea's arriving. I'm okay. There's a pair of legs on YouTube. A pair of legs, that is. Hey, tea's over here. Tea. No tea. That's terrible. That's disgraceful. I have to get up and get it. Oh, no, it's coming from the back end. It's coming from there. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yay. Ooh, Timmy's. Actually, that looks like Tom. Tom's tea. Anyway, so that's it. So I'm basically half a degree out. So don't get me wrong. Can I find that half? I probably could. I'll have to play around it probably 2 or 3 more times, but I will get a spot on 110. But it's an easy system to do this. It's, like I said, just play around with a bit. So obviously, based on the chain itself, I have a 10 and obviously a half a degree between the markings I put up there. Now, if I pick different markings further around, I'll get further ones. It could change, but like for half a degree, that's about as close you can get without getting a spot on. But I'm determined to get it on the nail, so I'll play around with that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and once I get that done, I'm gonna button her all up. I'll tighten her up. I'll put the tabs down. Just having a cup of my Tom's tea here. I'm going to put the tabs down, lock it all up, and then once that's done, then I can actually take this off and then start putting the timing chain cover on and all the other bits and bobs. And then it'll be back plate, clutch, into the engine to go. Oh, into the engine. The engine's going into the bay. All right. Thanks for watching this part, and I will see you in the next part. Have a good one.